asking for money for his signature. Now, this video is about another young African American that is that same age, 17 years old, who got murdered, which is Jordan Russell Davis. So for those of you who don't know, Mr. Davis was 17 years old, supposedly a good student. He was in an SUV with him and his friends, and they were listening to music loudly. And then this other guy, I think his last name is something Dunn. I always call him Dunn because he sounds like dumb. But Mr. Dunn, he pulled up in his car, started yelling or talking to the kids or what have you, to ask them to turn down their music. Granted, the man pulled up next to them. He could have pulled away. I mean, it wasn't that serious, but they get some supposedly, by the articles I read, some words are exchanged. And then, supposedly, again, Mr. Dunn sees a gun. He pulls out his gun and shoots the car 8 or 9 times. And then he drives away. He goes home. Then he finds out later on that day there was a shooting and somebody died. Then he realized he killed somebody. He didn't turn himself in. He had just went along his way, but a bystander got his license plate number, and they found him that way. Supposedly he was down in Florida, Duval, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, for his son's or a family member's wedding. It was something along those lines. And I mean, just to visit the state to go kill somebody, I guess he thought that, hey, I shot that car here for the wedding, I'll be gone. They'll never be able to trace it to me or something along those lines, maybe. But, you know, the one thing I can say is bravo for the police department for actually finding the guy pretty fast compared to normally, if it's not elections or policy or crimes. It's like Florida's always seemed to mess up something, but at least they caught this guy this time. And my thing is, people are saying this is echoing like a lot of Trayvon Martin, because this guy's going to use the same defense, the stand your ground defense, which I think is kind of ridiculous. I mean, the man provoked these teams. They searched their car. There was no gunshot shells anywhere. He killed an innocent person who had stayed in the back seat with his friends. Now, me, I'm 28. When I was a kid, when I was about 17, 16 years old, me and my friends, we would drive down the street with our music loud all the time. It was just something that we did. I mean, heck, even adults do that. I mean, even I bet your parents probably did the exact same thing. And there was no reason to get into a conversation with anybody about their music. I mean, it's their vehicle. They have a right to listen to their music. I mean, if it's really that loud and bothersome, if they're really disturbing the peace, then call the cops on them. Call the cops and then give them a license plate number and let the cops handle it that way. Then they'll get the lesson that way. You don't sit there and confront somebody, get into an argument with them, make up some story. I won't say make up. Well, yeah, I will say make up some story that you saw a gun and then shoot at them. And if you really thought that you was in harm's way, that you was defending yourself, then why not just sit there? Why not wait for the cops and tell them and say, hey, I was in self-defense. These people had a shotgun and I shot at them because I thought my life was in danger. Then that would make all the sense in the world. That would just be common. That's just beyond common sense. That's like, okay, you didn't do anything wrong, so you stay there. But instead, you shoot and you run. And then you find out you killed somebody. Do you turn yourself in? No. I mean, what do you do? Nothing. Now, supposing he had his wife or girlfriend in the car, his significant other, I'll just leave it at that, and maybe he was trying to show off for them. Maybe there was an incident he had with another black person or black people that he didn't end favorably for him, and he just wanted to get revenge. I don't know. But this is going to be one of these things where a bunch of hate groups are going to go rally behind this guy and call him a hero like always. Just like with the Trayvon Martin thing. George Zimmerman, he's white and Hispanic or white or Middle Eastern. He's like white and something. He's mixed with something. And I don't think it's Mexican or Hispanic. I mean, it's white and it's something else. It's something else. I remember they were saying he wasn't part Spanish or Mexican or what have you. They were saying it was something else. And people were getting annoyed he kept calling him that. Either way, though, I mean, the hate groups that was like tagging George Zimmerman's name on black colleges and donating money to him, saying he was free and making all these supporting videos for him. Just imagine how much escalate it's going to be for this guy. I mean, he's a middle-aged white man. He's going to get 10 times the supporters that George Zimmerman ever did. And it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. This guy is being held. He's probably going to be released sometime soon. And it's this guy go through this messed up system again. Now, if the situation was reversed, if it was a bunch of white kids in that SUV and a black person drove up and the exact same thing happened, it's almost a guarantee that the black guy that did that, if the cops didn't find him, let me first say, the cops would have found him, busted open his door, beat him down to the ground, if not killed him or beat him half to death, took him in jail, and that would have been the end of it. And they probably would have got him thrown away the key very fast. But it is what it is. I mean, the system is still messed up. It is not perfect, and we need change. I'm not talking about, Obama change, because let's be real here. Obama never said he was going to be the president for the African American. He just said he was going to run for president. But it is what it is, though. But my heart goes out to the family. I'm sorry that you lost a son. That's just sad. I mean, I'm a father myself, and I would hate to get that call one day that, my kid is dead. So I'm sorry. May our prayers go out to you all. This is Anthony. I hope you have a great day, and say a prayer to the family.